Paul Ferrari of Australia, who held the title before this. Not an easy man to beat, and Johnny Owen has outpointed him well and memorably.
Johnny Owen, the pride of Merthyr, makes his first defence of the British Bantamweight Championship, a title he won at the National Sporting Club in London last November. And meeting tonight the challenger Wayne Evans, who, although he now boxes out of Hampshire, was in fact born in the Rhondda. So it's an all-Welsh Bantamweight Championship. British title at stake, with two unbeaten professionals in the ring. Wayne Evans in the white trunks, and the champion, Johnny Owen, who has this extraordinary physique. 5 feet 8 inches tall, Johnny Owen. Thin as a rake, looks as though a puff of wind would blow him over, but in fact is a hard-bitten, tough, aggressive, and stylish little man. This leisure centre at Ebervale, packed to capacity, 1,700 people crammed in here tonight, and the place is simply bursting with atmosphere. Evans working hard with that right uppercut. That's a very fast opening round for men who might have to go 15. And if that's the sort of stuff we're going to get through 15 rounds, this is going to be a fight to remember. The champion from Merthyr, 22-year-old Johnny Owen, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Defending for the first time the title he won from Paddy Maguire of Belfast at the National Sporting Club, one of the great traditional homes of British boxing. I must say that Owen has the look of a man who's totally confident he can hold on to this championship. Always worrying Evans with that left hand. He's punching too fast for Evans, beating Evans to the punch all the time. Brilliant start by Owen. That's the one he has to guard against. Evans will be trying desperately hard to get that right across. Well, the challenger by this time must know he's up against him. 4 rounds completed, and although he made a fair start in the opening round, since then things have begun to go against him quite remorselessly. And that left hand, the long left hand of Wayne Evans, of Johnny Owen rather, is beginning to give Wayne Evans a lot of trouble, and he's just beginning to look a little anxious about things, getting ragged and impetuous. Evans back very much to the wall. The pace being maintained almost a third of the way through now. In action all the way. Better round for Evans, this one. He's got Owen with the right hand. In fact, he's got him with several punches. Tremendous attack being set up by Wayne Evans in the last 30 seconds. And that's the first time doubts have been raised about the champion's ability to keep the title. A bump on the left-hand side of his face underneath that left eye. Not big yet, but it could develop. So we're coming up now to the halfway stage in this 15-rounder. And I must say it's gone by like a flash. It's been so interesting. Owen's boxing hero is Jimmy Wilde, the great Jimmy Wilde from Quaker's Yard. Not so many miles from here. And he is a bit like Jimmy Wilde. Wilde was a frail-looking man. They used to call him the ghost with a hammer in his hand. And really you could very easily plant that nickname on Owen. Walked right onto that one. And Owen sees a chance here of bringing it to a sudden end. But Evans is strong, takes a punch well. And really these two are putting on a quality performance here. Both giving and taking. Notice how Evans is less keen to come in. Is the stamina running out for Wayne Evans? Not mounting many attacks. Standing off looking. Relentless pummeling from the long arms of this extraordinary man from Merthyr. Doesn't look like a boxer, but is one through and through. Evans has slowed down to a standstill. Well, one senses that Evans is going through a bit of a crisis here, because in that round he could hardly raise a punch. And when he had the chance to go in, he didn't take it. He stood off. And I suspect that the stamina's going, and it's almost too much effort now to raise the arms and go in punching. Jim Brimmel of Cardiff refereeing this fight. He hasn't had a lot to do. signs were there in the previous round. The strength's gone, and he may be a victim there for the taking now. Evans hanging on and hoping. Owen's not going to let him go. And all Owen supporters now willing him to finish it. Marvellous effort from Evans. He's still trying to swing punches to get out of this. Half a minute left in this round for Owen to finish it if he can. Well, he came through it, and he gives a little signal there to indicate that he got through it. But that was touch and go for Wayne Evans. And in the end, he was wriggling about this ring like a fly on a sticky paper. So once again, the Welshman from Hampshire, Wayne Evans, in the white shorts, comes out to face the remorseless barrage from Johnny Owen. Marvellous fight. A good champion and a brave and talented challenger. Not a flicker of expression across the face of Owen as he goes to work. Nothing Evans can do about it to keep this man away from him. He's going. The legs have almost gone. But still he finds a bit to come back with. Marvellous courage from Evans. He goes into a crouch, and every time he comes up out of it, there's leather in his face all the time. Nothing now but guts keeping Evans going. The cause is virtually hopeless, but he's still trying. A small switch to southpaw from Wayne Evans. We thought he might do that. I wonder if that right hand is bothering him. No matter where he goes, the fists of Owen follow him. It's over. It's stopped. It's stopped. Evans on the floor being Jim Brimmel has already stopped it. And Owen wins amid the most extraordinary scenes of delirious delight here from people. And meanwhile, Evans, poor Wayne Evans, simply doesn't know where he is, or what day it is, or what's hit him. And he comes up and he claps the winner. Have you ever seen anything more sporting in your life than that? He got up off the floor and he clapped the winner. Isn't that marvellous? What a marvellous fight. Crying with disappointment, Evans. And Johnny Owen at last lets some emotion come across that poker face. His first defence of the British bantamweight title, and a memorable one at that. Here is an extraordinary young man. At the age of 22, Merthyr's Johnny Owen now has 2 notches on the Lonsdale belt. He needs one more title win to make the belt his own property. Well, Ebervale have had a night to remember with a marvellous fight. A fine champion and a very, very brave challenger in Wayne Evans. Everything about the night was memorable. The best night in Welsh professional boxing for a long time. 2 fine young men in the middle of the stage. Jack Peterson putting the belt around the waist of the champion. And the whole crowd in this leisure centre at Ebervale standing and applauding and appreciating 2 very fine young men. So there it is. Johnny Owen of Merthyr is still the British bantamweight champion, and Wayne Evans of Wales and Waterlooville comes out of this as a very, very gallant challenger. And with these scenes of triumph for Owen, it's time to say goodnight to you.
Boxing Monthly. And Crawford Ashley, who you will see when he gets in the ring, sports a handsome head of hair. There you go. Well, I hope for his sake that doesn't come undone.